Hi Service Alternatives and welcome to Good Day SA. In this episode, I will talk about organizational priorities for the coming year. From there, for our heart of the moment, Summer Simpson will walk us through a mindfulness exercise. She introduces the idea of a purposeful pause. She talks about the concept of inhaling self-compassion and exhaling rest. For any of us at any given time, mindfulness is an amazing practice. I invite you to participate along now and in any days to come that you need a little bit of pause in your life. Enjoy. For our feature today, I will be talking about organizational priorities. The first, as you can imagine, is getting through the COVID state of emergency and returning to a long-term view of maintaining employee and client health and safety. While this has always been a priority, there's a lot that's been learned by all of us in terms of how to keep each other safe on a long-term basis. The importance of universal precautions, the importance of staying at home when you're sick, and there are a variety of things that we need to be embedding into our culture in a way that we take this way beyond COVID. So that's a priority. We also will be looking forward to getting people back together in a really more normal way. We're planning barbecues for the coming summer and hope to really be able to get clients and staff together in a way that's meaningful. Those are just two examples of the many, many things that are in place right now, getting through and out of COVID. A second priority is resuming services that we have had to place on hold or that we have had to reduce for a variety of reasons, many of them tied to staffing and to the impact of COVID. One of those services is overnight planned respite. We're looking forward to increasing the number of beds. We're looking forward to serving more kids in therapeutic foster homes. There are a number of families that have decided during COVID it's just too much to have foster children in their homes. And so there are so many kids that are not receiving services. We have had to temporarily combine our Alpine and our Brentwood programs, and we're looking forward to separating those programs out again. We're looking forward to resuming our services in long-term staffed residential services. And we're looking forward to continuing to build the employment services that we're providing, both in supported employment and in Work First. The impact of COVID and on staffing has been profound to social service agencies, and we were not excluded from that. We're looking forward to getting back to returning to the levels of services that we're used to providing. A third priority is to continue to work through our strategic plan. We're in the last 9 months of our current strategic plan and are looking forward to planning the new one starting this next September. In terms of the current plan, there are a number of things still in process, but I want to share two of those with you. One is that we will be introducing a question of the month through ADP. Details will follow on that, but the idea is we want to start really opening up a more consistent way of hearing from employees about a variety of issues. We've been introducing over the last several years listen and learn sessions. There have been a variety of surveys done on things like DSP Week. Most recently, we did one on the CEO message and on Good Day SA. And the idea is to continue to open up channels for feedback. So we're looking forward to that. The second, and this won't impact everybody, but it impacts a number of you, is we are in the process of starting a project where we will be redesigning SharePoint, maximizing the efficiency and the functionality of that system. There are a variety of other things that are in place, but these are just a couple of examples. A fourth priority is continuing to settle into our structure of 3 service areas. This last year, as you know, we hired Heather Hansen as our third operational director. And that really allows us with the 3 service areas to really focus more specifically on improving systems, communication channels, having written materials reflect the service area names, and a variety of details that come with a major restructure. So the operations team is actively involved in continuing to fine-tune all of that. The last organizational priority I'll talk about today is our work around diversity, inclusion, and belonging. As you know from the email I sent out last December, we've settled on a North Star, a vision of what we want things to look like and feel like here at Service Alternatives for all of our employees. As you know, I announced a preferred holiday, and I hope that each of you is taking the time to think about what holiday is meaningful for you. Is it Juneteenth? Is it Veterans Day? Is it your child's birthday? Do you need to take an extra day at Ramadan? What day is important for you that you want to prefer to recognize as meaningful for yourself? At this point, I'm actively interviewing consultants to work with us. We're looking for an external partner to help guide us as we continue our journey around our diversity, inclusion, and belonging. And the next step will be setting up a diversity, inclusion, and belonging advisory council that's made up of employees to provide consultation to our executive team on the plan that we eventually post and start working through in terms of diversity, inclusion, and belonging. We're committed to having a plan that's meaningful, that's actionable, and that's going to make a difference to continue to grow our culture here at Service Alternatives. So those are just a few of our priorities to help paint a picture of where we're headed here at SA.
Begin by finding a position that is comfortable and also supports an alert frame of mind. Place your hands open, palms up on your lap. You can choose to have your eyes closed or a soft gaze directly in front of you. Take in 3 deep breaths, inhaling through your nose and exhaling out of your mouth. Visualize snow gently falling to the ground. See your feet walking through the snow. Hear the crunching of the snow under your feet. You have been walking a great distance. You pause your walk and look down to see your feet unmoving in the snow. You notice the absolute quiet that surrounds you. You turn to look behind you to see the many footprints that brought you to this place. You remember the hard footfall of each step as they fade under the cover of the falling snow. You turn to look in front of you to see a vast, rolling landscape with many possibilities and decisions that you will have to make. You turn your face upwards and notice the gentleness of the snowflakes blanketing the earth as they fall. This quiet and purposeful pause of nature, this restful spirit of winter. It reminds you that a purposeful, gentle pause is the natural cycle of everything. And you begin to remember that you are a part of everything. You begin to feel a warmth in the center of your chest. This warmth begins to radiate, spreading throughout your body with each inhale and exhale. With each inhale, the warmth brings compassion for yourself, and each exhale brings rest. Now inhale self-compassion and exhale rest. Inhale self-compassion and exhale rest. Continue with this breathing for a few minutes more in this purposeful pause. You can visit the spirit of winter anytime with taking a purposeful pause. A pause to rest, a pause to connect with self-compassion, and a pause to connect with wisdom before you take your next footfall. Begin to bring yourself back to this present moment. Notice sounds around you, the temperature of the air, the weight of your body in your chair, and begin to open your eyes.
Thank you for joining us for this episode of Good Day SA. It's an interesting time in that it is so critical to keep looking ahead, to look forward to what things will look like as we get through the COVID state of emergency. And it is also so critical to keep our eyes on the ground where we're standing right now. For all of us, the impact of COVID is profound on our employees, on our clients, and there's so much that we all need to be doing to pay attention to keeping each other safe, our clients safe, our families safe. And there are also tremendous resources going to just staffing programs at this point in time. It's an interesting balance we all must hold. I encourage each of you to do your best to hold both. What do things look like in the future? How do we take steps to continue to move to that while maintaining health and safety? I encourage you to take the time in your life to build in that purposeful pause, to build in the breath of self-compassion and that exhale of rest. Thank you for everything that you're doing to keep each other safe, to keep yourselves safe, and to keep taking one step in front of the other, continuing to move into a future that will be much more enriched and meaningful. Have a good day, SA. Bye-bye.